Hello, good morning world, aka people watching me on YouTube. I need to move in my chair. Pause. Anyways, hi, hello. I woke up recently. It's like 8:30. Yeah, it's maybe like 8:30. I woke up at like 8. Got my nephew, or helped my nephew get ready for school. Somebody was in a very grumpy mood this morning, and I hope that YouTube stays popular long enough that whenever he's older, he can watch this, and then he can be like, she said I was grumpy, and I'm like, yes, you were. Very. My nephew gets grumpy when he's sleepy. Me too. I don't know if I wake up grumpy, but my nephew wakes up grumpy. I go to sleep grumpy. Or like once I'm like tired, I'm in a terrible mood. I'm like, don't talk to me. I have nothing to say. My mouth is shut. I'm ready to go to bed. Ready to sleep. Anyhow though, that's a side tangent. Today is Monday, May 18th. I have these beautiful purple flowers growing outside my window. I need to take my medicine. I'm sitting here thinking about it. I'll do that in a second after I record this. Yeah. I was gonna say, I should do it now, but I'll do it afterwards. Anyways, there's these pretty purple flowers outside my window from this tree that we were going to cut down, but I told my brother, I was like, oh, I like the shade that it has in front of my window. We should not cut it down, so we just trimmed it up. And these little purple flowers are so freaking cute and adorable, and they're like all over our yard, and they got in the backyard too. Anyways, though, happy Monday, May 18th, 2026. Crazy. You know, I remember in like high school and stuff, specifically like 2016, 2015. Like, first of all, I'm one of those people, like, I've always written my name on everything and like written the date on stuff. That's just like how I am. And I remember being in like high school and stuff and writing, like, whatever, November 15th, 2015, November 15th, 2016, like whatever, you know. And it's just so crazy because I remember writing that on my papers and I was like, oh, I bet one day it'll be like 10 years from now and I'll be like, whoa. And now it's 10 years from now and I am like, whoa. So I know myself well. But it's just so weird, the passage of time, especially as you get older. I'm 25 now, and I know I'm still very young. Like, I know in a lot of people's eyes I'm very much still a kid. But I'm on the last year of that. I'm on the last year of society seeing me as a kid. No, no more excuses. Just kidding. As if I need excuses. I'm already pretty awesome. Not kidding, but kidding. Facetious. What is this? Oh. I touched something on the back of the curtain, and it was a spider. So, we'll leave him over there. Not bother him. But yeah, I'm older. I'm 25. This is just my morning stream of consciousness. I haven't posted in a couple days because I've like been with my family and been busy and stuff. I'll talk about that. So my brother's birthday was 2 days ago on the 16th, and on Friday on the 15th, my dad came to town to surprise him, and I coordinated the surprise. I knew he was going to be here, but in typical my dad fashion, he surprised me too. So there's a window right here, and at like whatever freaking time it is, like 8 a.m. on Friday, I hear knocking on my window, and I'm like, what the heck? And then I go to my window, like half asleep, earplugs in, eye mask over my head, and it's my dad, and I'm like, what? So then I was like, well, I guess I had to go open the door. My brother was just so confused, and then he was so surprised, and it was really nice. And my dad's still here; he's asleep. So it's been fun having him in town and having him surprise my brother and hang out and stuff. It's been fun, just been fun because my brother wasn't expecting it at all, and I pushed my dad. I don't know about y'all, but like I am not a pusher of pills or anything like that. Let me make that clear. But I am a pusher. I might be a good salesman one day. I mean, low-key, I already do sell photos, like taking photos, but whatever. I don't know. My cousin and I were talking about this yesterday, being a sales person. So first of all, I'll give you some context here. We were at my mom's yesterday to go hang out for my brother's birthday, like swim and stuff. And my cousin who lives in Kansas is like here right now helping my uncle on my mom's house and stuff. And we were talking about being a salesman. He was saying something like, oh, I don't think I would be a good salesman. If I like gave somebody something and they didn't want to buy it, I'd be like, okay. And I'd be like, yeah, I mean, definitely I can relate. I guess it depends what I'm selling. But also, I know that when there's something I want to sell or something I want to happen, I'm a push. I will push and I will push and I will push and I will get it to happen, which is why my dad is here. And my dad was very annoyed that I pushed him, but hey, he's here and having a good time. So, yeah, this might be a flaw too. I definitely do this a lot. I push, I get my way a lot. For better or for worse, I don't know. It's like, I'm not an only child, but I grew up an only child, and my brother did too. And sometimes we talk, or like, I don't know, his ex-girlfriend, my nephew's mom, once said, like, Austin loves when we do what he wants to do. And I was like, me too. I love doing what I want to do. So I definitely am somebody who, like, pushes to get my way. For better or for worse. Sorry, guys. If I ever push you to get my way, thank you for letting me. And thanks for going along with the ride anyways. And I would like to say, I don't always have to get my way. Definitely don't always have to get my way. I don't always push for things, but when I really want something and I really want to do something, I'm going to keep pushing. And I'm not going to stop talking about it. And people will probably get annoyed. But I will be happy. So that's what matters here, right? How long is this recording? 6 minutes. I guess I'll tell y'all what I'm going to do today, this week and stuff. Here, before I went to bed, I made a to-do list. This is my little journal, FYI. Or, like, I carry this journal around with me, and, like, if I have, like, quick thoughts and stuff, they go in here, so that's what this is. So let's see. Today, I apparently need to send some contracts. Ooh! I need to send some contracts to clients, send deposit payments. I have photos I want to edit. I need a vlog. Doing that right now. And I need to make my little June overview. Where's mine? In my journal, I have, like, my, like, little monthly spreads or whatever. Let me show you May. May turned out super cute. Really happy with it. There's not a lot going on, but it's just cute and simple. And I tried to do June similarly. Of course, that was a mistake. So I don't like how my June one looks. It's just too clunky. I don't really like it, but I need to work on this today and make sure I look at my, like, digital calendar, make sure I have everything updated on here, and also just events and stuff that are coming up in general that I should write down. So I'd like to get that done today. And then something that I don't have, or things I don't have on my to-do list that are just like my habits I've done, or that I do. I did my yoga this morning, and I am about to grab my book and go outside and read. It's supposed to rain this week, and apparently not gonna rain today. I love the rain. It's not gonna rain today, but I guess it's okay, because that means I get to go sit in the backyard, my little hammock swing thingy, and read my bookie book. I am on the third book of 4 at the moment. I mentioned recently I was reading the Uglies trilogy by Scott Westerfeld. There's the 4th book though, Extras. I'll read that one next. But I'm almost done with specials. So I've been reading. I think I checked out the 2nd book like May 9th. Maybe May 9th. Where was I? No, that doesn't make sense, because I wasn't in Texas on May 9th. I don't know when I checked my book out. Whatever. I have had that book, but the point I'm trying to make here is I've been reading this series for like 3 weeks now, and I pretty much finished one book like each week, which is super awesome because the book's so good, and I just sit there and I read it, and I read it before I go to bed. But now I'm about to be done. I only have one book left to read in the series. So, that means I gotta find something new to read. What I'm reading right now is sci-fi. It's a young adult book. So if y'all have any recommendations for sci-fi or young adult books, mostly sci-fi though, I'll read it. Probably. I need something new to read. I like young adult stuff though. It's like my middle school teacher background. Like, I just love young adult books. They're so fun. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I read books that are meant for adults. And maybe this is because I'm still in my last year being a youth to society. I don't know. But I just love the YA novels. And, like, I've read other novels and stuff for adults, and I enjoy those too. I definitely do. But I think the when I read like young adult novels, specifically like sci-fi ones, they just feel like absolute page turners to me. And I guess it's like they're just easy to read, but also like, you know, like they throw in some stuff there every once in a while to catch the reader, and I'm like, I'm like, this is fun. This is a slight challenge, but not too much one for me to keep reading. So it's fun. I like reading YA novels. They're just cool. They're fun, and they resonate with me. They say something. They say something to my soul. That's cheesy. I have this thing right here. Just new topic, by the way. My mom put up a cedar post in her house. Like, we sanded it and, like, a lot of work. This thing smells kind of good. But this is, like, the bottom of it, and my mom put it in the kitchen, like, the whole post, and she shaved off this part of it, and I am going to decorate it and make it, like, a flower or something for her birthday, which is coming up next month. And I'm realizing I have gotten wood all over my table. And I cleaned this before we left yesterday, too. My room was feeling very messy, and I don't like when my room's messy. It really stresses me out. I'm just like one of those people where it's like in the morning, like I have to make my bed. Like I need my room to be organized. Like if I'm gonna be in my room getting stuff done, like things need to be in their places. They need to. Part of that's really like just my OCD and like order. Order is important for me for my OCD for sure. I like things to be in certain places. I'm always running around the house putting things back in their places that I believe they belong. And I don't like whenever they're not in those places. And like to me, my bed, the places those sheets should be in, is flat across the bed looking cute. Unless I'm sleeping. And my desk, there should be piles of things, but there should still be space for me to work. Yeah. I don't really have much more to say to that. I just kind of realized I got distracted, and then I don't know what I was saying before that. But I'm ready to go read now. Is this? Okay. It's time to read. Time to read my book. Go read my book. Yeah. That's all. I am just trying to make sure I'm posting again. When I was in high school, I used to do this little thing where I'd be like, flip it, dip it, and do a little shake. And when I just did those hand motions, made me think of that. And I also would do like that. And then like I started getting other people in band to do it, and like we would see each other and we would be like, hold on. I had to make sure that my pinky doesn't, or this finger doesn't come out. Whatever. Okay, well, that's all I have. So, bye. Have a good day. See you later. Adios. Ciao. Auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss.